from Little Rockers Radio here for the Rocking Motherhood Show. I'm back with Nat.
Hello.
In person.
Yay! It's exciting, actually, after all this time talking on the phone. I think it's
know.
great that we're doing some videos.
Absolutely. And I should say Nat from Wonderwoman Children. So
Yes.
I know her so well. I just say we're back with Nat. Anyway, Nat from Wonderwoman Children First Aid. And we are doing little bite-sized segments on first aid. And
Yes.
today, Nat is teaching me what to do when your child is choking.
Yep, totally. And we're going to keep it quick, right? So, when we think about choking, Sarah, if your baby, you started introducing solids, right? They're around 4 to 6 months, we start introducing some solids to our bubs. The one thing that we see is gagging, right?
Yes.
How would you explain gagging? Go on. We wanted to pull that face, don't we? Sarah, please explain to me what gagging would look like.
When they go...
Yeah, absolutely. And then bright red in the face. Now, probably the most common concern of parents that come into our courses is from choking, to be honest. I'll say, let's put it on the whiteboard. Let's talk about what you're mostly worried about. And they'll all say choking. We're so scared of it. And I understand why, okay? The first thing we need to understand is babies have never had food in their mouth before, and they have a wonderful gag reflex. They often get their front teeth first, so they manage to be able to chow things off really well, but they don't have their back teeth to actually emulsify and soften the food that they're eating. So as much as when you visually look at them, you'll be like, right, they've got this down pat, they're all over it.
Yeah.
They actually can't soften it. So what will happen is they will swallow it, they'll realise they've probably chewed off too much that they can swallow, and they'll gag it back up again.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So with gagging, do you think we need to do anything?
Well, no, but
Yes.
because my son was a real gagger,
Yes.
and I was petrified. And I remember when he used to go to childcare, I would say to the workers there all the time, "Be careful, he like chokes every time he eats," and they're like, "No, he's fine." So I learned to relax through them. So my answer is no, I don't think you do.
Yes, but most people are going to turn around and go, yes. Okay, we love a good back slap. It's like hero moment. If you're choking right now, someone run across and try and give you a nice big back slap, and we love them. Gagging, we don't do anything, okay? Our bubs are pretty capable. The only thing we need to consider, they're not mobile. So if I have my baby in a high chair and they started gagging, bright red in the face, you'll notice that tongue trying to come out. I might potentially move them by just popping them over my knee, for example.
Yes.
Yeah? But I'm not going to do a back slap. I'm just going to assist them trying to get it out on their own.
But how do we know what's gagging and what's choking?
So they're going to look a little bit different. So we've decided gagging, they have this tongue thing. Sarah did the wonderful demonstration, so I do not need
Not
to.
doing anything.
But they're bright red in the face, okay, and they'll generally spit it up. You'll notice it comes out like a little flat pancake after they squashed it. So that's gagging. Then you've got partial obstruction and full obstruction. So partial obstruction, if I was sitting here right now, Sarah gave me a sandwich and it got stuck, what do you think a partial obstruction is? Am I still getting oxygen?
I think you would still be able to breathe partly.
I am, yeah. So I'm going to be getting some oxygen still, but I'm going to be really uncomfortable.
Yes.
How would I try and get that out, do you think? If you've seen choking before, you'll probably know.
Cough.
I'm going to cough, yeah? So I'm going to cough. It's my body's natural response to try and get it out. I'll most often quickly stand up and lean forward as well.
Yes.
If I was leaning forward, using all my energy trying to get this out, what colour will my face be?
Red.
Bright red. I might have some tears falling down,
You
know,
told
my
me
face.
you had so many questions for me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I told her I was teaching her first aid. So she had tears falling down her face. I'd have tears falling down my face. I'd be bright red in the face. I'd be using all my energy to try and get it out.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, if I was leaning over trying to get it out and someone started patting me on the back, what would I tell them to do? I'd tell them to go away. How annoying. I'm focusing here. I'm trying to get this partial obstruction out. So it's not comfortable for someone to be patting you on the back when you're doing that.
Yes.
Okay. We know that they're still getting oxygen. It's a partial obstruction. There's still air going into the airway.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you not to do anything at all.
Okay.
That's going to be hard work.
So what happens if it's there for 10 minutes? and
That's a
it's
really
not
good
budging?
question. Okay, so we've got the babies in the high chair again, yeah? Bright red in the face, tears, coughing. They'll be able to make noise with the partial obstruction.
Yes.
Again, I'm going to pop them over my knee. You'll notice every time I put my bubs over my knee, I'm supporting their head, okay? Not around their throat. We don't want to choke them. Just a gentle support. Because of their big heads, when you pop them over the knee, I often see their heads curling over.
Yeah.
And people just don't take note to make sure that it's nice and open. It can come out.
Yes.
Your bubs will be kicking and screaming, tears falling down, red in the face. I don't want you to do anything, but in saying that, please call 000 because it might turn into a full obstruction, right? So if your bubs isn't getting it out, you're noticing that it's not dislodging itself, your infant's obviously going to get really tired. As an adult, I could probably work at it for a while. I might go to the toilet and actually vomit it up. but your bubs are going to get pretty tired pretty quick smart.
Yeah.
So give them a few minutes, right? And if you find that nothing's changing or they're deteriorating, you must call 000, even if you cancel it on the way. They get there and you're like, don't worry, it's came out.
Yeah.
It's okay. Because let's talk about a full obstruction. So we said partial is bright red, splashing all over the bout. What would a full obstruction look like?
Well, I would imagine that there would be no coughing.
Yeah.
Because they can't get any air in or out.
So they're going to be silent.
Yeah.
No oxygen.
Yeah.
What colour will their face be?
Well, it would be red initially and then go blue.
Yeah, so it'd be red, then it'd probably drop to white and then go blue. Would they still be going splashing about?
Well, I don't know, would they?
No, so they start getting a little bit tired, a little bit lethargic.
Yeah. But initially they would be...
Initially, yeah. But if they were a partial obstruction that turned to a full obstruction, you'll just suddenly notice them starting to get a little bit limp. So, full obstruction, no oxygen, your heart can stop, in a couple of minutes. That's when you start getting irreversible brain damage. We want to do something about it, don't we? Worth the risk now, okay?
Yes.
5 back slaps, then 5 chest thrusts. 5 back slaps, and then 5 chest thrusts. And Sarah, we're going to teach her how to do it, okay? So first I'm going to show you. So I've got my knee up nice and high.
Yep.
You pop your bubs over your knee. Again, I'm supporting her. I'm using that gravity to try and get it out, okay? In between the shoulder blades, you're using this part of your palm, and you're going to do a big back slap. Yeah,
Okay.
it's serious, right? I'm not
Yes.
sitting here fluffing around, just patting all over about.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a little bit of a look-see, see if it came out. I'm going to do 5 of these, roll over, and do it again. Shall we let Sarah have a little bit of practice?
And we're assuming that obviously the baby is, you introduce food, parents introduce food anywhere from 4, 5, 6 months plus.
Yes.
So we're assuming that back slap is that hard on a baby that could be 4
Absolutely.
months old. I mean, they don't even have to be eating. It can be something they've picked up off the floor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%, right? Because they're not getting oxygen. This is now an emergency.
Yeah.
So let's see.
So we put the knee up.
Yep, knee up.
I hold the head.
Pop your baby over. Put her on a bit of an angle. Yep, good. And give her a big... There we go. Beautiful. And if it wasn't coming out, you're more likely to go even harder and harder and harder.
So that's hard.
It's hard. It's super hard, isn't it? Okay. So, most of the times this works. I just want to make mention that the Heimlich maneuver, if you ever heard of it, which I'm going to practice my baby, is something like this, and we used to do it on adults. You've seen it in American TV shows, yeah? We don't teach that in Australia. Not saying it's not effective. However, if I've only learned to do that, and say I had someone quite large in front of me and I couldn't do it, I'd say I don't know what to do. So this one we can use on infants, you can use it on your children, and you can use it on adults, but it's a matter of manipulating the situation a little bit. So with your infant, yes, over a knee is the best.
Yes.
I would ultimately, if I had a young child, pop them over both knees, because this is a good position to be in. With an older child, you can get them sitting forward like so, or an adult, you can have them standing up and leaning forward. So it's exactly the same treatment. It doesn't matter what age it is, right?
Okay.
So, but because we don't know where the obstruction is, we're going to do 5 back slaps and then 5 chest thrusts. Rotate between the two, but usually 1 or 2 back slaps will work. Hopefully, most of the time. I've seen it happen. It does work well. So your chest thrust is in the centre of the chest, which we can say in between the nipple line for our children, but might not be accurate for an older woman, right?
Yes.
But in the centre of the chest, you can use 2 fingers for a little baby, and you're basically putting pressure on the chest area.
Yes.
The larger they get, you might be tempted to use 1 hand. On an adult, you can do 2 hands for a chest thrust, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do.
What surprises me is the power that goes behind it. I would have, to tell you the truth, if it was my 6-month-old, I would have been going...
Yeah. But this is where it's at. Because
Yes.
we're giving back slaps for even partial obstructions, we're a bit like, should we or shouldn't we? But I'm telling you that the heart's going to stop in a couple of minutes.
Yes.
It's now worthwhile being a bit aggressive.
So would you break a rib, though?
Babies are pretty hard to break, yeah? They're pretty flexible. In order for them to come through, the vagina, when they've been born, they have lots of little bones that are really floppy all over the place.
And a broken rib is better than a heart not beating.
100%.
So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And do we keep doing this until the help arrives?
That's a really good question. So we're going to keep rotating. But if you notice your child going blue and really floppy, please, let's reiterate, you must have hopefully called 000 by now.
Yes.
You're going to start getting permanent oxygen deprivation in the brain after a couple of minutes, okay? So if that occurs, we do recommend, it's not coming out, hands up, okay? It's not working. Whatever's in there is really in there. What we now need to focus on is CPR, which we might not have time for this video, but we'll do another one. CPR, we've got to move on and make sure that we get that oxygen to the brain. So when that obstruction is removed, hopefully we haven't caused too much irreversible brain damage due to lack of oxygen.
But today is about the 5 back slaps and the 5 chest thrusts.
Yes.
A full obstruction versus a partial obstruction.
Yes.
And my big learning out of today is the strength that you put behind it.
Absolutely. And don't forget the prevention, right? Safe eating habits, and making sure that where your child is eating, that they're upright and they're eating appropriate age foods.
Yes. That's great.
No, there you go. My pleasure.
Well done.
Thanks,
See you
guys.